This video will walk you through the process of creating a survey in Brightspace, including how to create a report for your survey. Student surveys can be used for a variety of purposes, including polling your students on a particular topic, or even obtaining student feedback at the end of your course. I'll walk through the process of creating a survey now. To begin, log into Brightspace and access the course that you would like the survey added to. Then navigate to Assessments in the top navigation bar and choose Surveys from the drop-down menu. You will be brought to the Manage Surveys area. You'll notice that you can also import questions from your question library for your surveys as well. I can create a new survey by selecting New Survey. I can edit categories. Maybe I have many surveys that I want to organize. I can do that using categories. More actions allows me to copy a survey, reorder my survey list, make surveys visible or hide them from users. I can also delete surveys if I no longer need them. So I'll select New Survey to create a new survey, and then I'll name my survey. I will, for example, create a course feedback survey. Here's where I can add it to a category. I can provide instant feedback. So if you want to add feedback to a survey before students even submit it, this will allow you to do that. If you want to make your results anonymous, you can check this box here. That works for the survey that I'm creating, so I'll select that. I can then add my survey questions. Right before I add my questions, you'll notice that below that, I can add a description to my survey or a submission message. I can also add a page footer to my survey. Okay, I don't really need those, so I'll skip that and I'll select Add Edit Questions. So just go ahead and add my questions. A pop-up here asking me or letting me know that once a survey is set to be anonymous, it cannot be undone. And am I sure I want to proceed? Yes, I am. So I'll select yes. And here I can begin building my survey. I can create a new question or section, and I can also import questions from a CSV file. So you'll be able to see if I select new, all the question type that I can choose from. And I can also create a section to my survey. So for my course feedback survey, there are different parts to it. So I have questions pertaining to the learning resources, assessments, and course workload. So I can go ahead and create sections for those questions. So I can have one created for course workload, assessments, and learning resources. So I'll just show you one example here. So I will create one on course workload. I can add some text to go along with that title, and I can choose to hide one or both of those from learners. And I can also shuffle questions in this section if that was necessary for the type of question that I was creating. It's not for this, so I won't check that. I'll just choose Save. Now my section on course workload is created. If I select into that, I can begin building the questions or adding questions to this section. So let's add a multiple choice question. Okay. So I can begin by adding my question text. That in here, I'll ask them to rate how they found the workload for this course. So the first option will be too heavy, maybe. This middle one, just right. And the third might be too light. Okay. I don't need this fourth option, so I'll select the little X box beside it. That will delete it. And if I wanted to add another one, I could select Add Answer. I can choose to randomize my question order or answer order. There's also options to add feedback, add a short description, or remove enumeration, meaning I wanted to remove the ABC. I will remove that. I don't think I need it. And then I select Save. And there my question is. I can continue adding other questions as needed, but for this example, I'm finished. So I'll select Done Editing Questions. And now my questions are in my survey. The other option I have is to create restrictions. So if I select restrictions, I can hide the survey from users. I can set up availability. So I can say I want it released on a certain date and maybe end on a certain date, and I can display that end date in the calendar. I can choose how many attempts to allow. So I can allow unlimited attempts, a single attempt that students can go back and edit, or just limit it to however many. So I'll say one attempt is what I'll give them. If I want to add users to special access, so if I only want a special group of users to access this particular survey, I can add users. I do want it to go out to the entire class, so that's not necessary for this survey. So I'll just select Save and Close. And now my survey is created, and it is hidden from students right now. To make it visible, I select the drop-down menu beside the course survey name, and then select Make Visible to Users. And now users can see the survey. To see the results of your survey, you have the option of viewing a report or statistics. If you choose statistics, the survey results will just be presented on screen for you. If you are interested in a report that you can download, you do need to set up that report when you're creating it, or you have to set up the report before you can access the report. So let's walk through setting up the report. So to do that, select the survey, and you'll see reports set up here. So select that, then I'll choose Add Report. Then I can name my report. So I can just say maybe feedback report. What kind of data? Do I want to show the text responses? Do I want to show individual attempts? If you have a smaller class, that's probably helpful. I have a quite large class, so I don't really need to see the individual attempts. I just am more interested in the overall data. So I'm not going to select that. Do I want to release the report immediately or on a specific date and time? If you choose immediate, you can come back to it at any time. So I'll leave it as immediate. And who do I want to release the report to? I'll say other instructors in the course and maybe my teaching assistants if I had them. Depending on the type of report or survey and the purpose of it in your course, you can even release it to other students. But it is a feedback or a survey, so I'll just select myself and other instructors and then choose Save. All right, now my report is here, and Save and Close. Okay, so now when it comes time to review the report, you would simply select the survey, go into Reports here, and from this top drop-down menu, you can select Reports to view it. Again, you can select Statistics just to see it on screen, and at any time, you can preview your report. Okay, and that's how you create a survey and a report.